Hey, welcome to the Lynn and Tony Know podcast. I'm your host, Lynn.
And I'm Tony. We are both wellness coaches and married with kids.
Join us as we talk about all things health, wellness, relationships, life hacks, parenting, and everything in between unfiltered. Thanks for listening, and let's get into it. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
How's it going?
Going great.
So much going on. Summer is crazy.
Like, I almost feel like we have to, this podcast is kind of a break. Like, this is the easiest thing we've done in days.
I know.
The rest of our schedule for it's Wednesday.
Yeah. It feels like I've lived 30 lives.
30 lives, at least. And it's, to be fair, I am having an awesome summer. Like, I love summer.
Tell me more.
I don't know. It's just like summer of 26 has such like a flavor to it that I can't get enough. Like, we've gone to the beach. We've gone to the lake. Even we're doing family walks at night where Noah just runs amok in Pershing Field.
Yeah.
And we're letting her. Like, it's not like no rules, but it's like we're having a summer. We're a summer family.
We slept in this morning till 7:15 a.m.
I
on
about
a Wednesday
had a panic attack when like my alarm went off at 5.
Yeah.
On accident.
I woke up to pee and I was like, all right, I'm going to go back to bed. Fell back asleep.
You fell back asleep. I woke up again and I was like, it's got to be like
you
probably
were like, and like you started tapping me. It's 7:17, and I was like, so.
Yeah, I was like the McAllisters on the day of the flight, and you were like Adam Sandler and Big Daddy.
Yeah, I'm like,
you're just like,
so.
Go
good,
get some cereal then, and leave me alone.
Good. I was still lingering in bed.
No,
for
but it was like it was like 7:15 in the morning. I was like, what are we doing? Are we
We're
bums?
tired. I think honestly, I'm all for prioritizing sleep. That's the season I'm in. I always will choose sleep over working out, over walking, over anything. And like, because like now, like that I understand the way the body and the brain works, like if I get an extra 2 hours, fuck yeah.
No, that was crazy. That was good though. We need it though. This week is batshit bananas crazy.
Okay, let's like talk. Let's do the bummer stuff first.
We have bummer stuff to talk about?
Like the tax that you wanted to talk about, the Jersey City tax increase. Do we really want to touch on that? Nah, we don't want to touch on that.
The votes postponed. The people made their voices heard. We'll see what happens. It's an absolute.
And also, not everybody is necessarily listening to us from Jersey City.
But everybody deals with this sort of stuff.
We got some numbers in Vietnam for some reason. So,
to our Vietnamese fans out there, much love. If you want to hear about municipal tax increases, I guess we're gonna shelve it for now.
I don't want to talk about taxes. Right. It's so boring.
It's so boring.
We can talk about my Substack that I published.
Let's talk about your Substack.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Let's talk about your Substack.
So yesterday I published.
Hold on, let me tease one thing.
Sure.
The one thing that I am most excited to talk about today. All right, talk about your Substack, and then we'll get to it.
Okay, so. I published my Substack last night. It's basically the title was How Weight Watchers Ruined My Life and How I Healed from Food Noise. Yeah. And I basically, share about my 10, 15 year struggle with food. For a few years, I struggled, trigger warning, like if this is a sensitive topic for you. For many years, I struggled from an eating disordered eating. And then it was for like a couple of years where it was really, really bad. And then I got out of it, like in theory, but it was always this underlying thing that I was suffering from up until, honestly, a year ago, I would say, up until I got pregnant with Ari. And I think when I got pregnant with Ari, I don't know, something just happened. It was just kind of like, it was like this like idea, this feeling of like, I can't go through this again. Like I can't go through, like I'm gaining weight, I'm pregnant, there's nothing I can do. I'm very hungry. My body needs to gain weight. Like that's just, I'm small, I'm petite. I need to gain a lot of weight in order for me to have a healthy pregnancy. And it really forced me to like let go. And I was like, I'm going to stop weighing myself. Like, I'm just going to enjoy this pregnancy. Like, and whatever happens, happens. Like, I'm not going to white knuckle this anymore, And then I had Ari and I was like, I'm going to do this differently. I'm going to like nourish my body. I'm going to rest. I'm going to work out the way when it feels good. And eventually the weight will do its thing. And I like it was like this, like it clicked. It finally clicked. But this is like after years and years and years of working on my. It really was about working, like healing my nervous system. Like at the end of the day, it's like healing my relationship with food and healing my nervous system, and you kind of eliminating all these rules that I've created for myself. Like, okay, I'm going to intermittent fast. I'm going to cold plunge every day. Like, everything that I was doing up until my pregnancy with Ari, even though like I knew, like I was already a health coach at this point, and I'm telling moms you need to eat breakfast. You can't skip breakfast. You can't eat breakfast. You can't drink coffee on an empty stomach. You need to walk, and you need to do workouts that aren't like strenuous, and you really need to support the rhythm of your body. And I'm telling everybody to do this, but I wasn't really practicing what I preach in a way. And
in just like this one particular area or overall?
And it's, especially with like the eating breakfast thing, right? The eating breakfast thing was like something that I was so fucking stubborn about, because for so many years, that's how I managed my weight, was by skipping breakfast and by like not eating up until like 1 p.m. Right. But like it created this, and
I was doing that when we met too. So it was like,
but you're a man, and it's
no,
completely
it's completely
different.
different. We'll get into that, but
I was white-knuckling, and I was kind of behaving like I was walking through life like as if I was a dude with no like hormones and a cycle and like a sensitive nervous system. And then when I got into the chronic insomnia, then when I stopped sleeping, that illuminated like how much I was just running on an empty tank. Like I was just running on empty. I wasn't fueling my body. I wasn't resting enough. I was pushing through and not really listening to my body. So I think like when I got pregnant with Ari, it finally clicked that like I need to like get back to like my intuition and like I know like my inner knowing, like who like I know it's possible.
Your
you know
inner standing.
Your inner, like I just like knew that I needed to just go with the rhythm of my body, right? And started eating breakfast and started working out less, actually. Like I was working out way more.
Totally.
Like way more. And also like forcing myself, and even on days that I was like exhausted or like the baby was up, I was just pushing through and I was working out, and I was, getting 10,000 steps every day. And I was just so like, there's just this rigidity, and weighing myself every day. And it's like a mental prison, really. And while for a long time I was managing it like that, it's exhausting. And I think really the insomnia like illuminated how much I was just like white knuckling at everything in life, And then when I got pregnant with Ari, like I just made a decision. I can't live like this anymore. I want to be free from this. Like I need to just accept where my body is, and it's going to do what it needs to do.
I mean, from my perspective, watching the postpartum with Noah versus the postpartum with Ari was like watching two different women.
Yeah.
Entirely. Because what you're describing, how you approached pretty much everything, was like you had such a like crush it gym bro mentality.
Yeah, I had this like hustle, this grind and hustle. This is also with every aspect of my life.
So 100%.
In business and working, in motherhood too. Like just hustle, push through.
Right.
And with Ari, I was like, I can't live like this anymore. Clearly my body is like screaming, and my body needs rest, and my body needs slowness. And yeah, like it fucking works. That shit works.
I was dumbfounded by how effective it was. First of all, let me just say that the Substack that you wrote was just a level of vulnerability that,
like, you didn't even know all that. Like what I did.
Not even close. I knew you had I knew you had your struggles with food. I knew it ran in the family somewhat, and I knew that you had. I thought it was a distant thing probably the first time that you talked about it. I didn't realize how much of it was running in the background still. And of course, all the way up to, literally a year ago.
Yeah.
Which for me is probably like those were like the last hiccups of a dying mechanism that existed very heavily in your earlier life. But that article, that Substack, was just a level of vulnerability that I was floored by. It was moving beyond measure. Even to the point where, I post your Substacks all the time on like my stuff.
Yeah.
And, largely unnoticed, whatever. And I got some real long, like heartfelt messages for you because you were speaking to something that, as you mentioned, I had no idea
So many
ran
people
through,
suffer.
but seemingly, I would almost say a majority of women to some degree suffer from
Why is
this.
Ozempic so
Right.
big? It's not just because of the weight
Of
loss, but
course.
it stops your food noise. And really food noise is a nervous system reaction. And
So
really,
that was the one thing I wanted to ask you is like, what is the science or have you seen around your body holds on to fat when it's in fight or flight, right?
Yeah, your cortisol is so
Is that's men or women?
men or women. It's like a cascade of things, right? It's a sequence of events, and especially with women from a young age, right? So different things can happen, like in childhood. We have our childhood traumas, and there's a lot of stuff around food, and some of it is generational. Like in my case, some of the food issues were generational. Like Holocaust survivors, and then it goes to my mom, and then my sister developed an eating disorder. And and then you're at home and the way sometimes it's like you got to finish your plate, right?
That's a big one, and that's our parents' generation. Like that's the entire
and that's
generation
the
of
thing,
parents.
and so already from a young age we're taught to not honor our hunger, not honor our fullness,
which in retrospect is like bananas. That's how we approached it, but that is like a ubiquitous thing.
It's ubiquitous, and then you add on in the 80s and 90s and late 90s, the diet culture, the fat-free Weight Watchers, and you start seeing all these diets, and then the super thin, being super thin was like really in.
Heroin chic.
So all these things like affect a woman to like, and it's really what it is. It's a disconnection from self.
Yes.
Because like children know when they're hungry. They say they're hungry. They know when they're full, right? And they say, I'm full, regardless of what it is, whether it's candy or whether it's, broccoli. It's like the same to them in a way. Like, yes, of course they, but but you know what I mean in terms of like the physical
They're not going to eat
aspect.
past full on either one.
Exactly.
Right.
So
I get it.
it's
they're not gorging themselves.
Obviously, they don't really want broccoli. They want the cookie more than they want the broccoli.
They'll stop on the cookie where they would have stopped on the broccoli.
But they're also like neutral about it. It's like they don't look at cookies as bad. They don't look at and
no shit.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. So like they're like more in touch with their hunger levels, right? And they can stop when they're full. And most children, right? And if a parent is honoring that.
Yeah.
But again, over time and over years, you get so disconnected from yourself. And food is so readily available around us, and it's becomes like it's a social thing, and it stacks up, and then you become a woman in your your 20s, 30s, and also like the thing is, food is very soothing to the nervous system. So when you're in fight or flight or in survival mode, you either reach for your phone, right? Like you reach for the easy stuff that like is soothing, right? So snacks are soothing. The phone is soothing. A glass of wine is soothing. Instead of like using, your own self to like soothe yourself, you're using outside tools.
Yep.
And that's how food becomes addictive. And also it doesn't help that our food is just like fat and sugar and it's addictive. Like it is actually addictive. It's like drugs, So you have all these things that like no wonder everybody suffers from food noise because it's just very hard when you're so disconnected from your body and it's so readily available and it's filled with like fillers and
well, I mean, it's genetically engineered and modified to bypass our instincts, which would be not to consume as much, which means that we do not buy as much.
Yeah. And all these, and then you have like the dieting, right? So when you start dieting, and this is why I'm so anti-diets. I'm so, and when, I'll work with moms that are like, oh, I want to lose weight. Like, what should I eat? And like, I'll tell them, let's just focus on protein. That's it. Because a lot of women undereat protein. But like, I don't even like doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like getting, like, I think counting calories and counting macros, and unless you're like a bodybuilder and you can handle all that, which there's so much eating disordered eating in the bodybuilding world. Like, I don't even want to start, but it really, like the key to all of this is being free from food noise. Because when you're free from food noise, you're able to make a lot better decisions.
Yeah.
And you're able to stop when you're full. It's really like, I know it sounds like when I was deep in my like eating, this disordered eating, I remember going out with a friend. She was naturally, fit and thin. She'd go to she'd work out maybe twice a week, just like, and I went to lunch with her. And I remember sitting down with her, and we ordered sandwiches or whatever. It was like at a deli in Manhattan, and we're ordering a sandwich. And all I could think about is the sandwich. And I'm thinking, how much should I eat? How much can I eat? How many calories is this? And I'm just calculating everything. And she's just like talking to me and chatting. She's taking a bite, and I'm watching her the whole time because I'm just like fascinated. She's naturally thin. She ordered fries and she ordered the whole shebang. She ordered the whole meal. And I'm like, oh, she's so like fit. How is she,
What's her secret?
What's her secret? And I'm just seeing her, and she's taking a bite, and she's like asking me questions. She's like not even concerned with the sandwich. You know what I mean? And all I'm thinking about is the sandwich. And I'm like, oh, I'm eating too fast. Like, let me take a break, because she's like not even like, she's only taking like a couple of bites. But she was more focused on me and having a chat and whatever than she was on her sandwich. Meanwhile, I'm like, is she going to eat the rest of that? And like, should I get more? Should I not eat? Like, that's all I'm thinking about, like consumed with the food in front of me. And I was just fascinated watching this woman just like eat, like take a few bites and take a pause. She takes a sip of her doesn't even get a Diet Coke, gets a regular Coke. A regular Coke? What? 250 calories, but she gets a regular Coke, and she even got a cookie, and she's taking a sip of her Coke. She's taking a bite of her sandwich. She's eating a couple of her chips, and meanwhile, I'm spiraling. And at the end of the lunch, she still had a ton of food left, and somebody comes by like, "Oh, are you done?" She's like, "Oh, can I have a bag? I'm going to pack it." And I was fascinated by that. She's like, "Oh, I'm full. Yeah, I'm super full. She's like, I'm going to go for a walk, actually." I was, wow. And I was like, that is what I want to be. I just knew, and this is like 10 years, this is a decade ago.
Do you remember who this person is?
No, I don't even remember. I just remember distinctively having this moment of like, so there are people like that. There are people who are just naturally, healthy. I don't want to say thin. I don't like using that word, but naturally fit, naturally healthy, who aren't who aren't consumed by their food in front of them. Who aren't consumed by it. Wow. How do I do it? How do I get there? But here's the thing. I knew because I used to be like that. When I was in my 20s, that's how I was too. Before I developed this food noise. So I knew there was a pre-food noise me that was capable of being like this woman. But seeing her and compared to like how I was spiraling in front of the food in front of me was just so illuminating. What?
That's a hell of a story. It just...
But again, it's possible. Yeah. And here's the thing. That's where I am now. I'm that bitch now. I'm that bitch now who will order whatever the fuck she wants, will eat and is not concerned with it. And I'll be, I'm like, oh, I'm full. I'll take it to go. I'll put it in the fridge.
I don't think I've ever been that bitch. Like, I can remember it from a very young age. Like, I had a
but you don't have food noise. You just like,
no, I don't think about it at all.
You just like to eat. You're
I had a rep.
Guy. You're a guy.
I had a rep as a kid. Right. I was a garbage disposal. They called me a garbage disposal. Like I would clear the fridge of all the leftovers.
I don't think you have a problem. I think you're just a hungry dude with a very fast metabolism. I can't
believe that I'm getting gaslit by the person that cracked the code on food noise right now is what I can't believe.
Just don't think you have a problem.
I don't think I have a problem either, but like I ate like somebody was going to steal my food from me. Yeah. And I didn't learn it from my parents.
Right.
That's like not a thing.
Maybe it's something you inherited, like biologically.
I should.
But yeah, food noise is a mental prison, and a lot of people suffer from it. But like I'm a testament that it's possible to heal, and it's not an easy process. But really, it's really by starting like to let go. Like it's by letting go of the rigidity. It's about
surrender.
and like rules, we all have these like self-imposed rules, like how to like manage our calories, and focusing so much on food makes us focus so much on food. Like the more you think about food, the more you try to diet and manage your intake, the more you're focused on it. So like,
absolutely,
really part of it is not only just healing your nervous system, but it's also like living life and not revolving around food and waking and actually and nourishing your body. You know what I mean? Like skipping breakfast for women is terrible for you. And you're going to make up for it later on because your body needs energy, and especially in the morning. Like your cortisol is high. You need to fuel your body. If your blood sugar is like dropping on top of, and you're drinking caffeine on top of being on your phone, like no wonder you're at 4 p.m. you're like ravenous and want to eat everything. Or women like will completely skip lunch. You know, they're too busy, so they'll skip lunch, right? And then they wonder why they're eating a tub of ice cream like at 9 p.m. Like, of course you're hungry. Like you need to eat. Like we need to fuel our bodies. Like, like that's why I don't like this Ozempic stuff. And listen, I'm not against it if people really need it. Like people who have obesity, or diabetic.
There are genetic predispositions that
cases that is
matter.
Really great. But in the case of like you have 15, 20 pounds to lose and you have really bad food noise, by injecting yourself with Ozempic, you know, you're more likely to not eat enough. Still, like you're still not nourishing your body. You know what I mean? Like unless you really understand what you need to eat and how to change your lifestyle, like you're going to deteriorate. You're going to lose muscle. Like there's going to be an osteoporosis crisis in like 10 fucking years.
Yeah.
You know, and especially women who are aging, who are over 30, we need fuel. We need protein. We need to like have muscle. Like there's osteoporosis in my family. I don't want to fracture my hip when I'm 80. You know what I mean? Like that's why I'm like, I have to eat. Like even today, I didn't have fucking time to eat. I had no time. I literally had a baggie of burger patties in my bag.
You literally walked out of the door to go to your facial today with a Ziploc bag of plain Jane, albeit delicious, I seasoned them well, naked burger patties in a Ziploc bag down the street.
And a banana and a
protein bar.
It's not perfect. It's not sexy. But I fueled myself. Like, what was the other option? It's just skipping lunch. So there's no, that's a non-negotiable for me. And I get being busy. I have 3 kids and a business and I'm fucking busy as anybody else. God. But I make sure to fuel my body. Always. Always. I don't skip meals. I eat breakfast every morning.
Every morning. Yeah.
Every single morning.
No, you're so consistent.
And like, even if I wake up at like 5:30 in the morning, I'm eating my breakfast. Like there's no... It's like a non-negotiable for me because I'm not going down that path again. And when it comes to like exercise, same thing. Like, again, there's this tendency of like this purging, you know, like I'm going to eat and then I'm going to work it off. That is the most unhealthy attitude when it comes to working out, right? Like if you're working out so you can burn the calories that you consumed earlier and you're working out in a way that's like frantic and like, and you're not going with the rhythm of your body, like you're putting yourself in fight or flight. Mm-hmm. And guess what? When your cortisol is high, it's going to keep every ounce of fat. And that's why like it was so easy for me to lose all the weight postpartum. It was like easy as fuck because
I couldn't believe it.
I worked out less because I was not stressed about it.
It's crazy. Now, is this something that you feel like you're going to be able to teach women or men? Is this a teachable thing?
Absolutely. Yeah. I don't see why not. I mean, it's not an easy process. It's like anything when it comes to any type of healing work. Like it's time and it's doing the boring stuff over and over again. Doing the boring stuff over and over again. A lot of the habits that people have with food noise is like it's the skipping breakfast. It's the, they're not hydrated enough. They're going to like, Orange Theory and almost killing themselves, right? And it's about pulling back all of that and like starting from scratch, like starting slow. Like my workouts are in the basement while I'm watching, reality TV or Handmaids lately. And I'm lifting weights and I stop at after 25 minutes, I'm done. Like 30 minutes max when I have energy. That's it. I'm not running. I'm not like doing like sprinting down. I'm really doing gentle because and I'm signaling to my body that I'm safe, that there's no lion attacking me. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're a woman and you're doing high intensity all the time, you're signaling to your body that you're being attacked by a bear constantly. There's a time and place for a high intensity, but if it, like,
but it can't be your baseline.
It can't be your baseline. And also, if you're somebody suffering from food noise or just general nervous system dysregulation, quit the HIIT for a couple of months.
Knock it off a little bit.
Get your body back to a baseline out of survival mode, and then you can introduce like HIIT when you sometimes. Now, like the last time I tried to run, like I was like, I'm gonna try sprinting because I want to I want to get more in like cardiovascular shape, and I didn't sleep that night because it signaled to my body that that there's something wrong with me.
Well, also the next day I thought I was gonna have to push you around in a wheelchair.
I felt like shit, and I was like, what is this? Why? You know what I mean? So there are, of course, benefits of cardiovascular endurance.
We're going to get you into the pool, don't worry.
There's ways of doing it without like triggering yourself in fight or flight. Like, I think if people understood how, like, especially women, you guys are different, but like women especially, we are so sensitive. We are such sensitive beings, and we are not equipped to move like men. We are not. And I'm not trying, but it's true. And there are, of course, amazing athletes out there, and I'm not talking about that, but as day-to-day women, mothers, that's my demographic, right?
Yes.
You need to slow it down. Our life is already chaotic. Our life is already dysregulating with multiple kids and jobs and our mental load. Like, food and movement should support that, not make you feel worse. So that's
so
my
yes is your answer.
What? Yes, what's my answer? For what?
Can you teach this? That's what
I can teach it. Yeah. I mean, I don't I'm working on it. I'm working on something for the fall. Like I'm trying to figure out, because this is, 10 years of like working on myself, getting to this place where I'm on the other side of it, and it's
I mean, you don't have to, but I was just curious.
It's a hard process because a lot of people it's hard because people are very stubborn about changing, and something like food is very, it's intense.
Yeah. I that's the part I'm curious about, because I'm curious, like, how many people even realize at this point that it is something that they can fix. You know what I mean? Like, there's not like that there's anything wrong in the first place. You almost have to shine a light on the problem and be like, hey, this is here, by the way. I can help you solve it if you want, but like, you didn't know.
A lot of people just suffer. Just part of it. Becomes part. It just becomes part of your. Yeah, of course. When in the couple of years that I was binging and purging, and that was like really a bad time in my life, but I was still. From the outside, everybody thought I was fine. You wouldn't know.
Crazy.
And it just like changed outfits throughout my life. You know what I mean? Like,
like
every time I thought that I healed, then it was like another form of disordered eating. It just like moved. It was like the symptom,
shuffling it around.
It was shuffling around. Like, maybe I wasn't binging and purging, but I was, let me be a vegan for a year, not eat any meat. And this is another way I can control my diet. Let me, I'm, going to start intermittent fasting, or I'm going to start cold plunging every day, or I'm going to for a year and a half, I did Bikram yoga 6 days a week, like 90 minutes of hot yoga every single day. So it like the disorder just moved around in different ways, right? Different obsessions. And then I got obsessed with with CrossFit type working out, and I would wake up at 4:30 in the morning and go work out for an hour. So there's various ways of disordered,
you were just shifting it.
I was shifting it around.
You were just moving your attention to a different place.
And with Noah, when I was pregnant with Noah, it was the same thing. It was also like in a form of not listening to my body, because I was 6 weeks postpartum, and I was like, let's go. Like, I'm ready, and I started working out almost an hour every day postpartum. Like, poor me. Like, I just want to go back to her and be like, why? Girl, chill out. Chill out.
It's crazy.
And I worked out so much, and I was like, and I already did like a cleanse, like literally when I was 2 months postpartum. You remember we did like a
the berries and stuff?
Yeah, but we did like a cleanse, and it was just like, why am I doing all this?
My body knows what's up.
Like I didn't need to do all that, and that's why it took me forever to lose. And then I started cold plunging every day.
It didn't take you forever.
It took me a year and a half. Took a year and a half, but that's okay. It's fine. But I just felt like stressed about it.
You were
And I was
yeah,
so stressed about it. I was like, I'm not losing weight. I'm not losing weight. And I was weighing myself every day. And I was like, why am I not losing the last 10 pounds? And it was just such a stressful time. And with Ari, I just didn't care. And then I woke up one day and I was like, oh,
and you just melted away
my jeans fit.
to
Cool. But it wasn't a
2019
thing.
Lynn.
But I didn't
Yeah.
make it a thing
No.
either. And it's not a thing. Like me being back to my side, my body's still, here's the thing, my body is not the same as it used to be. I still have stretch marks, and I have, loose skin. I still carry 3 children, but I love like the signs of, I love my body, and it's just a whole nother. Yeah, it's the best. It's the best feeling. I want this feeling for everybody. It's just to be like, not be stressed around food and to be free from it. And it's like kind of boring to me. Like now, like I'm bored with it. That's why I'll walk around and eat a beef patty, because it's like, whatever. I need to just eat, but I do enjoy going to restaurants with you, but it's about the company, and it's about the conversation, and it's about taking bites and the vibes. And I'm not like, I'm not stressed around food. Like, oh, you want to get dessert? Great. Like, oh, let's go for a walk after, and I just try to incorporate things that like make me feel good. If I want candy, I eat candy. Look, I have candy right somewhere.
You do.
I have candy somewhere.
You brought sour candy.
I like my sour candy. I went to the movies and I ordered a regular Sprite, and like, wow, it's like, yeah, I want a regular Sprite. Like, I don't want the diet shit.
Obey your thirst.
So yeah, I could talk about this forever. I don't want to bamboozle this whole.
No, this is great. This is good stuff. Yeah. Like I told you, number one, we had this conversation weeks ago where I was like, I said straight up, like, the one thing that I've probably taken away the most from what I'm here, like, and I haven't taken any of your classes, but hearing the way you talk about food noise has been like the most impactful thing for me. Like, through osmosis, I'm just kind of absorbing what you're doing. And now that you have, like, I catch moments all the time where it's like, I don't think about it throughout my day hardly at all. But when it does come to like start making decisions around it, it does become a little chaotic if I'm not in check.
Yeah.
And so I do think about like what you teach in terms of food noise, and it's what I'm trying to say is you're having a positive impact on me.
And men suffer from it too.
Just not me.
I mean, they do. They suffer. I mean, no, you do. I mean, I just, I mean, I see the way you eat. You're just a tall dude with okay, I'm not gaslighting you, but if you say you're having food noise, then like, I'll help you.
No, you've had a very positive impact on me in general, obviously, brick by brick. But no, like over the past couple of weeks, like that's been something that I've thought about, in terms of like, am I making choices based on like my intuition or something else?
Yeah.
And like trying to be honest about that.
And listen, it happens sometimes. Like where you're bored and you want to eat. Like it still happens to me too. It's not like, but I don't make it a thing. You know what I mean? Whereas it used to be a thing. Like, it's like, oh my God, I overate. Like, now I need to compensate for it. I don't.
Never.
And that's the thing. And that's how you heal from, like, healing from food noise doesn't mean that it's never there.
Sure.
But it means you don't read into it. And then sometimes I know, like, oh, like, Lynn, you're probably just really tired and you want something sweet, or you're getting your period, and like, like that, like, I don't read into it. It's just not a big deal.
It's a meditative practice. It's literally what they teach you when you're learning to meditate is when the thoughts come in, you just notice them, and then they just float away, and then a new one comes in, and then it just floats away.
That's how you approach. Like, that's how I approach it.
Notice, be like, oh, hey, what up?
Yeah.
Later.
Yeah. And I want this feeling. It's a great feel. It feels great. Like, it feels like we're going on a cruise, like, in a couple of weeks, and there's all you can eat buffets. And we were at a cruise with all you can eat buffets, and like, being able to go on a cruise and not like worry about spiraling at an all you can eat buffet, like, is a great feeling. Like, I'm excited to eat at the all you can eat. Like, I'm like, yeah, let's go. Like, I'm ready. Let's throw it down, But because I know my body's going to be like, okay, it's enough. Like, I trust myself. I trust my body.
Go up the sun back
and really, that is the key with everything, and all this nervous system work and all this stuff that we talk about is about trusting yourself. It's about like building that trust within yourself.
Yeah.
That over years we've kind of learned to not, So
we've been programmed not to.
Yeah.
Yeah. The trust is been eroded
Build
away.
Self-trust.
Yep.
And then you can eat a cookie. No guilt.
That's a pretty solid. See, that's what it is though. Like that's where you could get people is with the reward aspect. Here's what life could look like. If it doesn't look like that now, then here's what's probably happening. Because that sounds amazing. Just to be able to eat something guilt-free for people that are really suffering from this, like that would be an absolutely baffling concept.
Yeah, that's why it's boring to me, because my brain and my body know I can eat whatever I want.
Right. So if everything's available, then
it's
nothing's
not that
interesting.
it's not like interesting. Yeah. And also, like, when you're also have that, you are also intuitive, and you understand, like, okay, maybe eating a cookie doesn't make me like at 8 o'clock in the morning is going to make me feel good.
Right.
Like, I feel really good when I eat my eggs and my high fiber bread and my fruit, and I look forward to it. I look forward to my breakfast in the morning. Like, I look forward to my healthy food. I look forward to having a salad. I love my salads.
You made an awesome pasta salad tonight.
Right. Like, I look forward to like healthy, nutritious, filling foods, like the sugary stuff is fun. It's fun. Do I look forward to it? Not necessarily. Like, I don't, like, it's fun. Like I like having our little sweet treat at night. It's more of like a fun little ritual, but it's not like, oh my God,
Yeah.
I do look forward to I like going out to restaurants.
But again, it is a treat, and it's an experience more than anything. It's not literally the food, although some places it can literally be the food. But
so
anyway,
I could talk about this forever.
Yeah, you should do courses on all of this stuff.
Oh, great.
I'm kidding. I mean, you literally are. It's part of your current.
I'm going to, it's part of, it touches it.
Yeah,
it touches it. But I'm toying with doing like a workshop in the fall, maybe like a 90-minute, or just to see
what the interest level,
and how much, because I'm not really sure, because it's a long process. Like, one 90-minute class is not enough. This is like,
I think this is a
year-long work.
This is like, right. This is a 90-minute will just give you the information that even sets the foundation for understanding.
It's a really slow process. And if you are interested, if you are struggling, a book that helped me a lot at the beginning of my journey, but it only clicked like later on, was Mindful Eating. And it's really about mindfulness and like being in touch with your fullness cues and while you eat, and actually eating. Because a lot of people these days are eating while we're on screens, and you're not registering what you're eating. You're not registering how full you are. And by just taking one meal a day, and you can do this now, but take one meal a day where you don't sit in front of a screen, and sit at the table, take a sip of water, and look at your food. Look how, like, what does it look like? What is, what are the colors? What are the textures? What does it smell like? Right? Like, it's basically a meditative practice around food. And then you check in, okay, from a level of 1 to 10, how hungry am I? Right? So you rate that. Let's say I'm a 4, right? It's hungry, not starving. That's hungry. Okay. I'm going to start eating. And then the first bite, I'm going to close my eyes, and I'm going to enjoy the food, and I'm going to experience it. And what does it taste like? Is it juicy? Is it flavorful? Is it spicy? Like, is it crunchy? Is it soft? Is it hot? Is it cold? And you're describing it in your head, and you're eating the food. And really, the first couple, 2-3 bites are the tastiest. After that, it's like the same shit. And then after you take in a couple of bites, you put the food down, you put your fork down, and you check in. You take a breath. Am I still hungry? 1 to 10, where am I? Okay, now I'm at a 5. Okay, I'm going to take a few more bites. Again, I take a few more bites. I drink my water, and I chew, and I eat slowly. And then I put it back down. Where am I? How full am I? Okay, I'm at a 7. 7 is perfect to stop. You take your food, you put it, you can always eat the rest later. You can always, it's not going away. You're not depriving yourself of everything. It's just an exercise. You could put the food away, put it in the fridge, and see how you feel. And this is a practice. Like, this is just a good practice to kind of get connected with yourself and your hunger levels.
Cool.
And sometimes, we'll do this practice with like a food that scares you.
What does that mean?
Like a trigger. Because, when you're when you have eating disorders or binging, there's a trigger food. There's foods that you can't even have around because you'll spin out of control.
How
right?
how do they become the trigger foods?
I don't know. It's
Dumb
just like
luck? Just like the
it's
one
not
thing
dumb
it
luck. It's just like
connects?
the one thing that's just like you're addicted. It's like
Can't
yeah,
stop.
you can't
Right.
stop eating. For me, it was peanut butter.
Yeah. Oh, I could see
For me,
that.
it was peanut butter when I was like binging. I would binge on peanut butter, and like now, we have the same fucking peanut butter jar. We've had it for it's older than
No,
It's
it's
like,
expired, I
oh,
think,
it's
yeah.
expired.
I don't know. But
But
anyway,
like
yeah, yeah.
I don't care. Like it doesn't matter. Like I can have peanut. It doesn't matter.
That's
So like it
crazy.
could be either peanut butter or like ice cream. It was like sweet stuff. Like that. Those were my trigger. I had multiple trigger foods, but it was mostly around like sweet stuff, like sweet things.
Yeah.
And really when I was in my height of my binging, I had to get rid of all that stuff from the house. Like in order for me not to binge, I had to like make sure it was never there. So with the mindfulness practice, you take this, when you first you start with regular foods, with sandwich, whatever stuff that's like you kind of feel neutral about. And then when you're ready, you can move up to your trigger food,
Trigger
and you
foods.
do the same exercise. You taste it, you enjoy it. And then it's tough. It's not easy. Because when you're dealing with like addiction, like, like drugs and alcohol, it's like, okay, you're stopping, right? You stop
You
cold
don't have to
turkey.
see it
You
again.
don't have to ever see it again, right? Food, we need food for life.
It's true.
And so it's almost a harder process sometimes
I can see that.
because
Yeah.
um because you need eat, you need to eat, you need sustenance, and you're around food, and you're around people eating cakes and cookies, and yeah, you're around alcohol, but it's a little bit different, right? You can still create some boundaries around that, but with food you can't. Like
Yeah.
you can't. So yeah, if you're interested, Mindful Eating is a great book, and hit me up. Like I'd be happy to talk to anybody who's struggling.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I think that's it for today,
That was
right?
a great Substack.
Thanks
You think that's it for
for
today?
this
For the
episode.
epi?
Yeah.
I mean, we had
I know we had a lot, but we're
some more
already.
things.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, but you're saying I think we've hit them with enough?
Yeah, I think we've hit them with enough.
Okay.
What do you think?
I think that's
You
fine.
could have one more if you want.
I don't know.
What else you want to?
What else we got?
I think that's it. That's all
Okay.
I got, really.
Okay. My reels are popping.
Okay, let's talk. Yeah, let's talk about you. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about you. Tony wants to talk about. No, let's talk about you. Yeah, let's talk about. So Tony has been very consistent with posting on his social media.
Yes.
And one of his reels is going viral.
Yeah.
Tell us more.
No, I did a reel for the girl dads saying, this is what it looks like when your daughters are watching you. They are creating a template for themselves of who they will gravitate towards when they are ready to find love or a partner. And so it was around that. And it just kind of started gaining steam.
It's amazing.
Which is fun because it's one that I care about. Obviously, I mean, I don't put out any content really that I don't care about, but it is like that. I mean, that one, come on.
Yeah.
Like it's a girl dad thing.
Yeah.
So, that's been fun. It's been nice seeing like the interaction and the comments and like seeing it resonate with people, and only one person commented on the Star of David. So that's a win.
Really?
Yeah.
What did they say?
Something along like, what's with the Israel star, I think was the comment. Yeah.
That's
But
fine. It doesn't matter.
It's one.
Yeah.
It was one.
Yeah.
It's 40,000 views.
Yeah.
And only one shitty comment. And it's cool to see some consistency pay off and just keep it moving.
Yeah. And here's the thing about Tony is that he's about it. Like all his stuff that he puts out there, that's like who he is as a husband and dad. You're not like, it's not performative in any way. Like it's literally who he is. Like everything he talks about is how he conducts himself in our marriage and as a father. So it's not fake shit. Are you going to cry?
No, but that was, I mean,
you can cry.
Thank you for saying that. That means the world
it's
to
true
me.
Though. Like it's 100%. You're about it. It's not like,
yeah,
you're not,
I know that. It's just really nice to hear you say it.
Babe, of course. I mean, you are about it. Like I fear for our daughters. They're going to have such high standards. You know what I mean? And then they're going to be single and living in our house till till they're like 6. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's what I fear.
Oh, no. Sounds terrible.
Yeah, but I want grandkids.
Oh.
So we'll just get them sperm donors and
they'll just be pregnant in our house. You'll be teaching them food noise and how to navigate postpartum together with you.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
Okay.
I do want grandkids, though.
Yeah, we got to figure that out one way or another.
But yeah, they're going to be very picky when it comes to men. So boy moms, get your shit together, please.
That's what I'm saying. Don't worry. I'm coming for the boy dads as well.
Are you going to come for the boy dads too? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Absolutely.
All right. Good episode.
That's a good one to end on.
Thank you guys.
Thanks for listening.
Cool.